Good morning. I am Colonel Padmanabhan. First of all, thanks a lot for your encouraging response on my first YouTube channel. Why did Pakistan trigger the Kargil war? Today I shall be talking about an important subject, that why should you join NCC? I was an NCC cadet way back in the 32 Kerala NCC battalion, and thereafter I had a 5 years tenure in NCC, that is 2 years in West Bengal and Sikkim Directorate and 3 years in Maharashtra Directorate. And all the 5 years I was the chief training officer for training the TSC cadets, that is Thal Sainik cadets, for the national competition and also the Republic Day camp competition. And in addition, I also conducted national integration camps and also the West Bengal Governor Republic Day camp. All the 5 years I backed Chief Minister banner, that is from Buddhadev Bhattacharya, West Bengal, and late Sri Vilas Rao Deshmukh, Maharashtra. This is my credential. Now, few ex-NCC cadets who are national leaders. They are Subhash Chandra Bose, Morarji Desai, our present Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, our Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Manohar Parrikar, Sushma Swaraj, Jaswant Singh, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Vice President Hamid Ansari, and Kiran Bedi IPS. Coming to the Chief of the Army Staff, General T.N. Raina, Deepak Kapoor, V.K. Singh, Indian Air Force, Marshal of the Indian Air Force Arjun Singh, Air Chief Marshals S.K. Sareen, Krishna Swamy, P.V. Nayak. Sports and shooting competition, Arjuna Awadi, Hima Das, athletics, Anjali Bhagwat shooting, Tejaswini Sawant again shooting, Samresh Jung Commonwealth Games, Anuj Samresh Singh shooting competitions. In the film world, Jaya Bachchan, Madhavan, who is an actor cum producer cum director, and also he was an best cadet in Maharashtra long time back. Chiranjeevi, the Telugu actor who was an RDC cadet in 1970. In addition, there are so many ex-cadets who are doing extremely well in all walks of life. In the administration, IAS, IFS, IPS, state service. And it's basically because the NCC has given them a platform and also trained them very well. Now, every child is a unique personality and also a genius. Now, the society and the parents, it is our honorable responsibility to develop, to identify, to nurture and develop their potential by giving exposure and various opportunities. You must have seen film Super 30, where Mr. Anand Kumar, a mathematical wizard of Bihar, he selects students from the underprivileged society and make them crack the IIT entrance examination. Now, similarly, NCC gives an excellent opportunity to identify and develop your potential. Now, Napoleon Bonaparte once said, ability is nothing without availability of opportunity. Therefore, you need opportunity to showcase your potential and develop it. Now, NCC was firstly introduced way back in 1666 by the German government. Thereafter, during 1917, that is during the First World War, British introduced University Corps to make good the deficiency of armed forces in the name of University Corps under the Indian Defence Act. Thereafter, after independence, on the 15th of July 1948, the National Cadet Corps was formed. In the NCC is also the largest uniformed youth organization. It's a voluntary organization. It is also a second line of defense. During the 1965 and 71 war, NCC cadets played a predominant role. Sergeant Pratap Singh of Punjab, especially from the Gurdaspur, he was awarded Ashoka Chakra Grade 3, which is presently known as the Shaurya Chakra. Now, the organization. The headquarters is at Delhi, known as the Directorate General of NCC, and it is headed by a Lieutenant General, known as the DG NCC. And there are 17 directorates under the DG NCC at the state capitals of all the 17 states. And it is headed by an ADG of the rank of Major General, known as the Additional Director General. And within the state, under the directorate, there are a number of group headquarters headed by a brigadier or an equivalent rank in the Navy or Air Force. And there are a total of 96 group headquarters in India. The number of group headquarters depend upon the size of the state and also the availability of NCC cadets. Now within the group there will be 5 to 7 NCC units headed by a colonel, and also it is distributed into various companies headed by ANOs, that is Associate NCC Officers. In colleges they are of the rank of Major, Captain and Lieutenant. In schools they are of the rank of Chief Officer, First Officer, Second Officer and Third Officer. Now there are total of 684 Army units and 69 Naval units and 61 Air Squadrons. The cadets are classified into JD, JW, that is basically junior boys and junior girls, and SD and SW, senior boys and senior girls. And their certification is like A, B, C. A certificate is basically for the junior JD and JW, and SD, B and C certificates, they are for the senior boys and senior girls. Now, the motto of NCC is unity and discipline, that is Ekta or Anushasan. And coming to the aim of NCC, it is basically the character building to inculcate leadership qualities, then skill enhancement and practical training and opportunity for exposure for progressive future. Now I shall be explaining the various tangible benefits and the intangible benefits. Coming to the tangible benefits, Indian Army is deficient of, Indian Armed Forces is deficient of approximately 15,000 officers. So NCC helps or rather motivates the cadets to join armed forces. Indian Army, there are 32 vacancies earmarked for NCC cadets. The eligibility depends on, firstly, cadets should be a graduate from a recognized university scoring above 50% marks, and also should be an NCCC certificate with a or B grading. A grading means in the C certificate exam if you get more than 80% marks, and B grading means if your scoring is between 65 and 80%. There is also a C grading which is between 50 and 65%. So all these eligible cadets, they need not to appear for the UPSC entrance examination, and they can directly go for the service selection board. Now coming to the Indian Navy, there are 9 vacancies earmarked for the NCC cadets. Again, BSc with Maths and Physics or BTech degree, and age is 19 to 24 years, and there should be A or B grading in the C certificate, and without UPSC exam they can directly appear for the service selection board. For the Indian Air Force, a 10% vacancy is earmarked for the pilot course, and basically the air wing cadets who are eligible for those who are BSc Physics and Maths, and age is again 19 to 24 years. Now the military nursing service, 1 vacancy is earmarked for SW cadets, and for the Coast Guard, 15 bonus mark is given to the graduate holders, degree holders for the officer cadre. For the CRPF also, if the C certificate is there and if you are a graduate from a recognized university, you can directly appear for the officer cadre. Now coming for the to the other ranks, for the store hand GD, nursing assistant, SKT, if you are an RDC cadet and a C certificate attended the Delhi parade, then you are exempted from the common entrance examination CEE. And for other categories Soldier GD A certificate gives you 5 bonus marks, B 8 marks, and C 10 marks. For Navy sailors, it is 2 marks for A certificate, 4 and 6 for B and C. Naval Artificer Apprentices, it is 5, 10, 15. For Indian Air Force, it is 3 for A, 4 for B, and 5 for C certificate. BSF, 4 marks for A, 6 and 10. CISF, no marks, bonus marks for A certificate, 1 mark for B certificate, and 3 marks for C certificate. Nowadays, even girls can join Corps of Military Police as Soldier GD, and for them with A certificate 5 marks, B certificate 10 marks, and C certificate. With C certificate, you don't have to appear for the entrance examinations. In addition, Air India, Pawan Hans, Sahara, Reliance, Tata, Birla, Ambuja Cement, Industrial Corporation of India, and various state police, the BSNL, the fire services, fire and rescue services, all these agencies, all these private and public sectors, they prefer NCC cadets. Now coming to the reservation, 60 engineering seats, 16 medical seats, and 6 to 7% postgraduate seats are earmarked for the NCC cadets in all Indian universities. Scholarships, 6,000 scholarship is given to the 10th class cadets based on the merit, 12,000 for 12th class students, cadets based on merit, and for the professional course, that is for BTech and medicine, one can get 30,000 amount in the first year, that is 66 cadets based on the overall merit. Now coming to the intangible benefits. Intangible benefits, what I mean is the qualities you imbibe or the personality traits you imbibe during various NCC events. Firstly, at the age of 13, you can be a cadet. So first time you will be putting on uniform. Putting a uniform itself is a matter of great pride. And mind you, throughout your life you will be an ex-NCC cadet. And also, 2 periods in a week, you shall be attending institutional training in the school and colleges, where the specially trained permanent instruction staff from the Army, Navy, Air Force were specially selected to train the cadets. They teach you, in addition, in case of the NCC Girls Battalion, the girl cadet instructor, the WTL, old-time lady officer, the ANOs, they will teach you on various military subjects, the drill, the weapon training, field engineering, field craft, and also the health and hygiene. And next would be, the cadets would be attending ATC. ATC means Annual Training Camp. Annual Training Camp, it is for a period of 10 to 12 days. All these selected cadets from all schools and colleges under the jurisdiction of the battalion, they come, and it's a community living, and it's a great experience for community living. You get to know you learn how to adapt yourself, and you should be learning punctuality. Early morning you go to get up, attend the PT drill, various military firing, weapon training, then field craft, health and hygiene classes, and also you will be getting talk from various important personalities like the Vice Chancellor or the group commander, etc., etc. So your current affairs and your general knowledge, and also exposure to various personalities. You will be making good friends. You should be coming to know about the region. You will be visiting places, and you may also do sort of social activities. And at the final day, there will be a cultural get-together where you will be recognized based on your position. That is medals, trophies, etc., etc. Also during the camp, you will be made appointments like senior under officer, junior under officer, company sergeant major, company quartermaster sergeant major, and also corporal and lance corporal. When you become appointments, your personality traits, your leadership skills goes up. You will be able to control your command and control. All will improve, And the biggest fear in life is not that it is the public speaking. So you are exposed to all these atmosphere, the opportunities, and you develop your personality in a very big way. Now coming to the NIC, National Integration Camp. This is an excellent camp where you will be, like in the case of ATC, you are confined to the region. In the case of national integration, it is at the state, national level. The aim of National Integration Camp is to promote national integration and also to bridge the gap between, cultural gap between various states. Now India is an ideal example for unity and diversity. We have 22 official languages, but 121 languages spoken, more than 10,000 people, and also 19,500 dialects are there. You have different culture, different customs, different traditions, different belief systems. And the best cadets from all these states, they come to the point to a particular battalion, and they put through various exercises like the drill competitions, the firing competitions, the cultural competitions, the NIAP, National Integration Awareness Presentation, wherein the cadets team has to showcase the entire culture and history of the state, and also the personality development, and also visiting various places and events like yoga and meditation classes and all. And there will be again so much of competitions. You make friends, you learn language from others, you learn soft skills, and also you develop a lot of your personality. There are 37 NIC camps conducted in India, and in addition 6 special NIC camps are conducted, that is at Leh, Srinagar, Nagrota, Chakbama, that is in Nagaland, and Lakshadweep and Port Blair. Next is the Advanced Leadership Capsule. The NCC helps, motivates the cadets to join armed forces. So in this context, about 1,350 cadets throughout India in NCC battalions, they are sent for this course, and they are given training exclusively for the Service Selection Board. That is the group discussion, the lecturate, the interview, and other trades, all the other trades. Now coming to the adventure sports, there are various adventure sports available to the cadets: parasailing, paragliding, scuba diving, para jumping, water skiing, snow skiing, cycle and motorcycle rally, kayaking, trekking, rock climbing, camel safari, and horse riding. These are all opportunities available to you. Depending upon your potential, you can choose later on in your career. In addition, about 40 SW and SW cadets are sent to Agra, the para training center, for para basic course. In addition, there is an attachment course in the Army, Navy, Air Force. Around 2,000 Army cadets are sent to various units to study how the lifestyle, what are the training activities, and you also will be trained about the firing, and also the little minor, that's about the minor tactics. About 120 cadets are sent to Indian Military Academy. About 48 SW cadets are sent to Officers Training Academy. About 100 Air Wing cadets are sent to Air Force Academy at Dindigul, and also 170 SW cadets are sent to Indian National Academy at Edimala. And simultaneously, naval cadets are sent to Mumbai, Kochi, and Vaishak. And Air Wing cadets are also sent to various Air Force stations. Now the social service activities. During the camps, even otherwise on important selected days, NCC cadets are good through the community development like Swachh Bharat Mission, tree plantation, traffic control, AIDS awareness, cancer awareness, and drug, anti-drug rally, etc., etc. Now, the next important camp is the Thal Sainik Camp. It is held at national level at the Karyappa Parade Ground. All 17 states, directorates, they send the cadets. In all it will be 680 cadets at Delhi. And that is 30 plus 3 from each wing, boys and girls. The various competitions are firing. Firing is grouping, application and snap shooting. Advanced shooting, that is standing, kneeling and lying. Then is the obstacle crossing, then the map reading, then the tent pitching competition, then health and hygiene competition. In addition, there will be cultural activities and also the line area competition, how you upkeep your living accommodation and the area surrounding. It's a great exposure in terms of knowing friends from all other states, and also learning languages, and also learning about the culture, like national integration. Now, the marks allotted to various directorates are carried forward for the Republic Day camp, and finally on the 20th January, when the PM rally is there, the best directorate is given the PM banner. Like DSC, the BSc Vayu Sena camp and also the Nav Sena camp are also conducted at national level. Now coming to the RDC, it's the most prestigious camp in NCC. It is held at again Delhi from 1st January to 29 January. All 17 directorates, they sent the cadets to Delhi. They assembled by around 20th of December, and on around 2050 cadets from all over 17 directorates, they come and assemble at Delhi for the competition. On the 1st of January, our Honorable Vice President inaugurates the camp, and thereafter Defence Minister, Cabinet Ministers, Chief Minister of Delhi, and Chief of the Army Staff, Air Staff and Naval Staff, they all visit. The various competitions are line area competitions, flag area competition. Flag area competitions means a theme is given in advance, and based on that theme, each directorate they prepares a SAN model, and a cadet has to give a briefing on a specified time to the VIPs visiting and also to assessing team. Then is also the drill competitions, the best cadets competition, the NIAP, National Integration Awareness Presentation. Like NIAP, like NIC, all the state teams, director team, they have to showcase the culture, the history in a specified time. And the cultural competitions, group song, group dance and ballet. And also the aero modeling by air wing cadets and ship modeling by the naval cadets. On 26th January, selected cadets, NCC cadets, they also get a chance to march past on the Rajpath. It's a great honor, it's a feather on the cap. And on 28th January is the PM rally. The NCC cadets, they give a guard of honor to the Prime Minister, and a march past is held. A tableau showing the social service activities by the NCC is again showcased. The skills on equestrian, parasailing, slithering, band display and microwave flying also showcased there. And cultural show, almost 3,000 cadets from all over the 17 states. They put up a wonderful cultural show. It's a mini India participation representation. And the best directorate standing overall first, the ADG of that directorate comes and receives the banner from the Prime Minister. During the RDC, selected cadets are sent to the President, the Prime Minister, the Chief of the Army Staff, Naval Staff and Air Staff for a cup of tea and snacks. And thereafter is the Youth Exchange Program. During the RDC, the selected cadets are interviewed for the Youth Exchange Program. In a year, about 100 cadets are sent to 11 countries, friendly countries like Russia, Singapore, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, etc. etc. This is basically to create awareness and appreciation of each other's social, economic and cultural realities. Now coming to the national sports level, about 2,100 cadets from all over India, NCC units, they will participate in 8 disciplines like the Subratov Football Championship, the Nehru Cup Hockey Championship, the National Shooting Championship, the G.V. Maulangar Shooting Championship, etc. etc. So it's a great honor for all the cadets to participate as a cadet at the national level. Now next is the sailing regatta. Sailing regatta is basically held at INS Chilka in Orissa. 51 SW and SD cadets they participate, and also a Bangladesh team also participate. It's held for a duration of 8 days. In a nutshell, the tangible benefits are quantified, I told you. Intangible benefits, that is at ATC level, in the region level, then the NIC at national level, the TSC again national level, the RDC at national level, then Youth Exchange Program at international level. So the cadets are getting great exposure in all fields, social service activities, adventure sports activities, and camps in various personality development. So, in nutshell, I would say NCC is a wonderful organization where government spends a lot of money to develop the cadets so that even if you don't choose armed forces as a profession, whatever walk of life you are into, you will be an excellent leader. You will be performing exceedingly well. And in the bargain, you are going to be a contributing factor for the nation building. Now, in the new education policy, a lot of emphasis is being given for the NCC in various schools and colleges. And even if you are not a cadet, liable for to be a cadet, at least I would request you to pass on this information to your dear and near ones, and also to all the concerned, all schools and colleges. Now, I would earnestly request you, after listening to my talk, kindly do subscribe. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.